Welcome students, welcome for this class. In this class, in the previous class till now we have learned DSB-FC modulation technique, SSB-SC modulation technique, advantage of modulation technique, what is modulation and why modulation is required in the first class, and as well as we have learned some advantage of modulation techniques, advantage of SSB modulation, SSB-SC modulation technique over DSB-FC. Mathematically, we have learned why SSB-SC is advantageous compared to DSB-FC. Why SSB-SC is advantageous compared to DSB-FC. In this class, we will learn amplitude modulation, amplitude demodulation technique. So far, we have learned amplitude modulation technique. In this class, we will learn amplitude demodulation technique. See, modulation means, suppose this is DSB-FC signal, DSB-FC, AC cos of omega ct, 1 plus nt, 1 plus am cos of omega nt. Okay, or 1 plus nt cos of omega nt. So AC cos of omega ct, 1 plus nt cos of omega nt. This is our amplitude DSB-FC amplitude modulation technique. DSB-FC amplitude modulation technique is like that. So now the problem is you will have to know what is demodulation. This is our modulated signal. From this modulated signal, you will have to retrieve this signal, Pm cos of omega nt. Suppose you are having the DSB-SC signal. Suppose you are having DSB-SC signal. AM into AC by 2 cos of omega n plus omega c into t plus cos of omega n minus omega c into t. This is USB, this is LSB. From this equation, this is a modulated signal, DSB-SC modulated signal. From this equation, you will have to derive from this equation, you will have to derive the formula. From this equation, you will have to derive, or you will have to retrieve back this modulating signal. This process is known as modulation. This process is known as modulation. You can write here NT also or EM. This process is known as modulation. What is MT? MT is the modulation index. This process is known as demodulation. You will have to retrieve back the original modulating signal from the modulated signal. This process is known as demodulation. We have two types of demodulation process available in amplitude demodulation technique. One is synchronous detection method, another one is envelope detection method. Synchronous detection method is what, and envelope detection method is what. Today we will discuss in two classes. First we will discuss synchronous demodulation method. Why the term synchronous we are using? We are using the term synchronous. Why we are using the term synchronous? Why we are using the term synchronous? Why are we using the term synchronous? Can you tell me why are you using the term synchronous? Because in the amplitude demodulation technique, in synchronous detection method, we need modulated signal. This is ET. Suppose this is ET. It is the modulated signal. Already modulated signal, and we need a carrier signal. Now, why it is synchronous? Why is it synchronous? Why we are calling this method as synchronous method? Because the carrier signal which modulates the modulating signal, same carrier signal will be used during the time of demodulation. The carrier signal which modulates, suppose here carrier signal, suppose if I do the mathematical calculation, you will understand. Suppose this is ET, it is a DSB-SC modulated signal, ET equal to xt cos of omega ct, where modulating signal xt is Em cos of omega nt. ET is the modulated signal, DSB-SC modulated signal, double sideband suppressed carrier modulated signal. This is DSB-FC, double sideband full carrier signal. This is DSB-FC, double sideband full carrier signal. This is DSB-FC. So we have the modulated signal. The carrier which modulates the modulating signal is cos of omega ct. Same carrier we will use that during the time of demodulation. How and why, that I am telling you. See, this is, we need a multiplier, we need a low pass filter here. Suppose this is the in the multiplier, we will multiply the carrier signal with the modulated signal, DSB-SC modulated signal. Now, one by one, we will multiply the modulated signal with another carrier signal, that will both the carrier, the carrier which we have already used during the time of modulation, and the carrier that we are now using during the time of demodulation. I am telling you, the carrier which we have used during the time of modulation, DSB-SC modulation, and the carrier that we are using right now during the time of demodulation, both have same frequency. That's why this method is called synchronous method. Now, one by one, we will start the demodulation technique. First stage, multiplier output is ET cos of omega ct. ET is equal to xt cos of omega ct. So xt cos square omega ct. xt is equal to Em cos of omega nt. So you know cos square theta means 1 plus half into 1 plus cos 2 theta. Cos square theta means half into 1 plus cos 2 theta. You know this trigonometrical rule from your higher secondary, from your class 12 mathematics. This is a simple trigonometrical mathematics. Cos square theta equal to half into 1 plus cos 2 theta. So Em into cos of omega t nt by 2 plus En by 2 into cos of omega t into cos of omega twice omega ct. Now just do this formula, cos A cos B formula. That means half into cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. Just this formula, Em by 4 cos of omega n plus 2 omega c into t plus cos of omega n minus 2 omega c into t. So we have low pass filter. Every low pass filter has a cutoff frequency. We have set a cutoff frequency for this low pass filter. Low pass filter will suppress this entire this part. And after low pass filtering, we will set the cutoff frequency like that. Low pass filter will suppress this part. So our output will be Em by 2 cos of omega t, that is xt by 2. We have retrieved the modulating signal xt from the modulated signal ET. See, we have modulated signal ET. We have used same carrier that we have already used during the time of DSBFC modulation. Same carrier and same carrier multiplication. The carrier that we have used during the time of DSBFC modulation, same carrier we will use during the time of this demodulation technique. So this method is called synchronous method. Synchronous detection method. We are using same carriers what we have used during the time of modulation, during the time of demodulation. Now we are using same carrier during the time of demodulation that we have used during the time of our modulation. We are using same carrier that we have used during the time of our modulation. In this modulation technique, I am telling you, we are using same carrier that we have used during the time of our DSBFC modulation. This carrier cos of omega ct we have used during the time of our DSBFC modulation. That same carrier with same frequency we have used during the time of our demodulation technique. So no confusion. Our output of the low pass filter is Em by 2 cos of omega mt. This is xt by 2. We have retrieved the modulating signal from the DSBFC modulated signal. This is one method. Another method I will teach you very shortly. This will be called envelope detection method. Hope you have understood the mathematical procedure. This is amplitude demodulation method number 1. This is called synchronous demodulation method. Shortly after this, we will learn another method that is called envelope detector method.